Hello, everybody. It's Steve Katsikaris, Norland Kobakonk Watchdog. Just going to be sending some stuff to the Tribunal Service Department at the Commissioner of Ontario regarding some illegal activities going on in Trails End, and also regarding police and some people in government. So I just thought I'd do a video just to go over some of the documents that I'm going to be sending to the Commissioner of Ontario. This has been going on for a number of years here now, being harassed by police. And it's all because of what we know about wrongdoing in government and some of the bribe jobs that have been happening up here on Trails End. And also our activism of being against S7 and Bill C-51. Obviously the RCMP are now involved, but we'll get into that later. So I just want to go over a few documents that I'm going to be sending the Commissioner of Ontario. My brother is here today. He's going to be just helping me with some lighting here so that we can see the documents. And I'm going to be sending it to a person by the name of John Gale. He'll be helping us try to get this information. And the only information that we're going for right now is just simple police reports and 911 calls. Pretty basic stuff. But if you can't get it for some reason, obviously the police are trying to cover some stuff up, like their illegal activities. So anyways, I'm just going to go over the first document here. And this is a letter that John Gale sent me just to say I give consent to release all my information. And I do, John Gale, absolutely. I want full disclosure. That's what we're all here about right now, is to basically come clean on all this. So my consent form is here. I'm sending you the original in the mail. I even put original copy here. It's done in black pen, so that's done. I also want to mention, too, I was a candidate in the last election in 2014 here in the city of Kawartha Lakes, running in Ward 2, and I got a letter from Barry Devlin. He basically thanked me for running in the election, so that's another reason why I'm making this complaint, because I'm a politician, and I believe these people are trying to do harm to me, and that's not acceptable in this country. We're not going to have another JFK around here. So that's why people are after me, because I'm politically a threat, because I know too much about wrongdoing in government. The other thing too here is when they arrested me, this is the big one here. We didn't get this until we went to the Superior Court of Ontario, which they did not want to acknowledge, but I figured it out. I guess after 12 years of being a professional pilot and doing tons of paperwork, you know all the things to look for and making sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. But we can see here, we got a cop here by the name of C. Robinson who failed to attend to court. We don't know who this person is. And if you take a look here, he did the my supposed warrant in the town of Newmarket. I'm just trying to see where I can see Newmarket here. Anyways, it says, oh, there it is there, where the arrow is. It says Newmarket right there. So we got a Durham cop filing a charge against me in another city, all right? And what makes this illegal is that I went to a school doctor, and right there where you see this C thing here, this is where her name should have been, and her name is Alexandra Brooke Hogarth. So this looks like Jim Kilby's writing as the informant, and as you can see right below here, that's what I call the Bugs Bunny X. There's no name of a justice of a peace or a judge. So what's going on here is the police are falsifying court documents, and that's a criminal offense. The police are not allowed to write their own arrest warrants, and this is a document that I got out of the Superior Court of Ontario when I made my appeal, and there's the number right there. So I'm saying it's a conspiracy. You did 2 days of trial with me. You threw me in jail, denied me bail. And at the end of the day, I find out you never laid the charge. And the cop that did lay the charge, C. Robinson, badge number 6069, it looks like, or 09. Anyways, this person didn't show up. We don't even know who they are. So, conspiracy, big time. And here is the arrest warrant when I lived in Toronto. They came to arrest me with authorization to use force. I believe one of the videos is still up on YouTube where you can see the cops dressed in black dinner jackets and me making a comment. And look at this signature here. There you go, Jim Kilby. The homicide chief of York Regional Police is investigating me, and he admits no one's been murdered yet, and that person is me. So there's where they did the time. It's authorization to enter the dwelling of my house in Toronto, and let's just see here. Once again, judge, no judge's name, just Jim Kilby doing a Bugs Bunny X. So these guys came into my house in November 2015 and assaulted me and my ex-wife and pushed her around. Oh, there we go. November 27, 2015, executed. And there's Jim Kilby's handwriting right down there. There you go. Not above the law, guys. All right, just going over the documents for John Gale here. Here's my arrest warrant. They attacked us on July 28th of 2016, and I didn't get out of jail until the 4th of August. They denied me bail twice, and they even said on the record I get a special hearing. And since the charge wasn't laid, I had an amount of bail put on me for $20,000. Really. No evidence against me, not guilty, and you never even laid the charge, but you took away my rights, and that's the S7 being used. It's called habeas corpus. They don't need a reason to arrest you and throw you in jail now under S7. So, there you go there. And now, we got, also I'm finding out now, this is from the Commissioner of Ontario, believe it or not, under 49A, they've made me, my whole entire family, now terrorists. That's what we're fighting about now, but they won't give us this information about simple police reports and 911 calls because we're terrorists, national security risk, RCMP are involved, and we just found out that the Scugog Indian Band is involved here too, and they're the ones that have the casinos, and now we're also finding out that we even have members of organized crime following us around, and they're called the Favianis. And there, we found out about some of this stuff too, and we have evidence about that. So we made another commissioner request as well, and this one was dated on the 2nd of February, or 28th of February, and we're looking for the 911 calls, and we're accusing Ryan Peacock, Detective Peacock, of being involved in criminal activity, and he thinks just because he's a cop, he's above the law. So we're looking for a 911 call, and there's a good chance there isn't one. Why? Because it's an inside job. It's a bungled setup job. Here's another one here. That were Durham Regional Report, February 23rd. Okay, so this is you asking for stuff here, all right, and asking for Dad's reply too, because the cops came to her house. So here's another FIPA report here by Chris Katsikaris, and that was 28/02/26. And Durham Regional Police Report for February 23rd. That's what we want. We haven't gotten that from that cop. We just got a summary. And now, you can see, the cops came up here again this year in 2018, just about a month or so ago, on March 7th. Early in the morning, came up with machine guns, threatened to break the door down, and basically grabbed me and threw me out on the snow porch, and arrested me and my brother, and took us back to Oshawa. So here is my new bail conditions. I am being charged for mischief. That's right, in criminal harassment. Meanwhile, I'm the one that's a victim, and you can see the video that we put up on the internet there. And apparently this was signed by someone here by the name of Johnson. I think that was for our bail release. Date of this, March 21st. Okay. Oh, that's the, sorry, yeah, that's the summons. Yeah, we were arrested on March 7th, and we found this in the disclosure March 21st, and they only have it as a summons to appear. So obviously they're trying to do a switcheroo. So this is a big one here. They're using the wrong documentation. They came to our house and used a warrant, supposed warrant. We don't have it, and now they're trying to make it a court summons. And here is my brother, and that's my brother there. He's now been arrested. He is now a supposed criminal, and here's his as well. And as you can see, they make it a summons. So they came to the house, said it was a warrant, and now we got a summons. So there was no warrant.
Once we got the disclosure, we found out in disclosure that was a summons. But the arrest warrant wasn't in disclosure.
Yeah, and now we went through the disclosure a little bit here. We found a person by the name of T. Paparella. We don't even know who this person is. So obviously this is a setup. So we just thought we'd send this in as well. It's called T. Paparella. We don't even know who they are. And the only way we found out about the Favianis was basically paying a whole bunch of money to find out through property records. But they seem to know my name very well. So obviously they've made some money on the place, and we can prove the histories have been messed around with property documents. We'll get into it later, but this is where they're money laundering and making their money, coming after me and my family and following us around the province. And now they have a house beside us in Whitby, Ontario. So they're up here spying, get hit by a SWAT team. Now they're down there. They're accusing me of being a pedophile. Yeah, how come I'm not getting charged for that right now? Yeah, that one screwed up pretty bad. So anyways, I'm going to be putting this up on YouTube, this video, showing people that I'm into some serious conspiracy right now. This is involving police, York Regional, Durham Regional Police, O.P.P, RCMP. The MNR is actually involved too in covering up these sewage systems as well. We got the Scugog Indian Band up here, and now we got organized crime. I think it's called Nestas Gata or something like that. They're a mafia, Sicilian-based mafia that deals with real estate stuff and setting people up and murdering that too. We found out about that in some of the evidence we found. So it's turning into a big deal. And you taxpayers are getting ripped off, and that's why things aren't getting done around town. And that's why they're coming after me, because we need to keep government not only responsible, but also accountable. And the Queen's laws are not being followed. Her laws are being stomped on by these anti-terrorist laws. And I got to say, I'm a proud loyalist, and so is my brother. And we stand behind Our Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, and we are not going to give in to tyranny in this police state. So we're doing this the legal way. We're using her courts, and we're trying to expose this and trying to get the Commissioner of Ontario to hold the ethics and make sure they get full disclosure on all these things, because once again, no one's above the law. So we're mailing this out today. It's, I believe, May 3rd, 2018. It's probably about 11 a.m., 12 o'clock, somewhere around there. So we're going to send this out today, and hopefully we'll get some disclosure here and some transparency, because we've got an election coming up, and people in government are simply not above the law. They're supposed to represent the people, not dictate them and do all this kind of crazy stuff. All right, so I'm Steve Katsikaris, Northern Copaconk Watchdog, now signing off, and stay tuned to my next video. So long, everybody. Say so long.
Bye.